群星浩瀚，文明更迭。在齐鲁之地，尼山之巅，以儒学为代表的中华优秀传统文化与世界多元文化交相辉映，启明暗夜，指引方向。山海相隔，风俗各异。面对全球挑战，我们的未来去向何方？答案就在全世界文明的共同愿景里，它已经存在了数千年。
仁爱好于武力，与法德自在，以道化群生。
大道之行，天下为公。原来如此，何以世界？何以未来？一代先贤的智慧，光辉守诚信，崇正义，尚和合，求大同的中华文明，连结穷语八方，各为其美，美美与共。今日之中华，万物和合，生生不息。中华优秀传统文化，开放包容，胸怀天下，文明互鉴，影响世界。尼山世界文明论坛以天下大同为己任，探寻全人类共同价值与人类命运共同体之方向，加强文明交流互鉴，共同应对全球挑战，共行天下大道，共享发展机遇，实现发展、安全、文明之气象，携手谱写世界文明进步新篇章。
Now let's invite Vice Party Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee of Shandong and Governor of Shandong Province, Mr. Zhou Naixiang, to be the host of the opening ceremony. Honorable Mr. Adil Baisalov, Deputy Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan. Honorable Mr. Shohrat Zakir, Vice Chairman of the MPC, Mr. Hu Heping, Mr. Lin Wu, dear guests, scholars, experts, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good morning to all of you. On this beautiful morning of autumn season, we are gathered here in the hometown of Confucius in Shandong Province to witness the opening of the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization for the mutual learning based on the civilization and build a better future for mankind. First, please allow me to express, in the name of the organizer of this forum, to express the warmest greetings to all the friends joining us online and offline, and also to say thank you for your long-term support to the development of our province. For the current edition of Nishan Forum on World Civilization, the topic is Shared Values of Humankind and the Community of Shared Future for All, strengthening the mutual learning to confront with the common challenges in the world. We have online and offline conference venues. We will have keynote speeches, high-end dialogues, and forums of Confucianism, dialogue between the East and West, university forums, and forums for Chamber of Commerce, parallel forums on the copyright, and also the gatherings for cultural visits. In total, we have more than 40 activities, including exhibitions, dialogues, communications, etc. In the meantime, we also have 59 venues online for the conference. Present with us, we have Deputy Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan, Mr. Adil Baisalov. And Mr. Hu Wennian. And from Vietnam, Mr. Wu Chunsheng. From Cambodia, Mr. Ho Hai. Vice Chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress, Shohrat Zakia. Former member of the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the CPC, Madam Liu Yandong, has written to us to congratulate on the opening of the ceremony. Mr. Mahinda Abeyewardena, Speaker of the Sri Lanka Parliament, and Mr. Thomas Bach, President of IOC, have sent us the videos to greet on the opening of the Nishan Forum. Also present with us, Vice Minister of the Publicity Department of the CPC and Minister of Culture and Tourism, Mr. Hu Heping. Vice Minister Zhang Jianchun of the Publicity Department of the CPC. Mr. Ye Xiaowen, Head of the Cultural Team of the 13th CCPPC. Mr. Li Jingze, Mr. Li Xikui, Vice Chair of the Chinese Association of Friendship with Foreign Countries. Mr. Ding Weixuan, Executive Vice President of the International Confucian Association. Now, I'd like to complete the list of the guests. After the end of the introduction, please give them a big hand. Mr. Zhang Fuming from Shandong and from Heilongjiang. Madam Jia Yumei from Fujian Province. Mr. Liu Xianxiang, Head of the CCPPC. Vice Governor Zhang Tongwen from Jiangsu Province. Mr. Yao Xiaodong from Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. Mr. Zhang Xiaoqing from Xizang Autonomous Region. Jia Xidawa from Gansu Province. Mr. Hu Weiping from Henan Province. Mr. Gao Qijian. Welcome. Economics professor of Columbia University and professor from the Athens University, Wawidowski, from Tsinghua University, the Dean of Institute of National Studies, Academic President of the Nishan Forum, Mr. Chen Lai, from Taiwan Politics University, Mr. Dong Jingyu, and from Shandong Normal University, Mr. Wang Zhiming, from Peking University, Department of Philosophy, Professor An Leze, from WIPO, Madam Liu Hua, from UNESCO, Mr. Wang Liming, the guests from Shandong Province, Party Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Mr. Lin Wu, head of the Political Consultation Committee of the province, Mr. Yang Dongqi, Mr. Xu Hairong, permanent member of the Provincial Party Committee, Mr. Bai Yugang, head of the Provincial Department of Publicity, Mr. Zhang Haibo, Secretary General of the province, and Mr. Jiang Chen, Mr. Wang Yihua, Vice Chair of the Provincial People's Congress, and Mr. Song Junji, Mr. Tang Zhouyan, head of the Provincial Association of Social Sciences, Mr. Yu Xiaolian, head of the Confucius Foundation, Mr. Yu Haitian, Mayor of Jinan City. Also present with us, we have the delegation of Kyrgyzstan, delegation from the liaison department of the CPC, as well as the ministries in other provinces and regions in China. We have also invited in total more than 360 experts and scholars coming from China, ROK, Russia, US, Indonesia, Malaysia, and New Zealand, in total 32 countries and regions of the world, and China Daily, Xinhua News Agency, CMG, Guangming Magazine, CNS, Global Times, and other media and press, as well as the people in charge from the organizing committee from universities, associations, enterprises, as well as from all walks of life. So let's put our hands together to extend our warmest welcome to all the friends joining us during this forum today. There are 6 activities for our opening ceremony. Now let's get started with the first one. I'd like to give the floor to Mr. Lin Wu, the Party Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee of Shandong Province. Honorable Mr. Adil Baisalov, Deputy Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan, Honorable Mr. Shohrat Zakir, Vice Chairman of the NPC, Honorable Vice Minister of the Publicity Department of CPC, Mr. Hu Heping, Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good morning. In Shandong province, we welcome all the friends to this fruitful event. In this beautiful day of autumn season, we are gathered here in the hometown of Confucius, also a cradle of civilization, to organize the Nishan Forum on World Civilization on behalf of the Shandong People's Government as well as Shandong people of more than 100 million. I'd like to welcome all of you to this forum. And also, I would like to say thank you to all the friends that have supported the development of our province since long. In March this year, President Xi, during the high-end dialogue between CPC and political parties of the world, has proposed the World Initiative on Civilizations. He has stressed that we have to respect the cultural diversity and illustrate the importance of human civilizations. We have to pass down the good traditions and civilizations and strengthen our exchanges. According to that important initiative, we have to respect the cultural diversity. Among different cultures, we have to learn from each other for the mutual prosperity, and we have injected new vitality into the progress of the human civilization. In this initiative, we can see the spirit of harmonious coexistence and tolerance, which is embedded in our DNA. And very clearly, it has symbolized our values and positions. This initiative has been placed on the theme of our times, which is peace and development. And for the human progress, this is the spiritual pillar. For our current edition of the forum, the common values and community of shared future for all, and enhanced mutual learning for coping with the challenges in the world. This is actually to interpret the expectations of the Chinese President Xi Jinping into reality. Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, with only a flower, we cannot make a garden. Only with a full garden of flowers can we usher in the spring. According to President Xi, we have to allow all the cultures to exchange one with another. Today, with the advanced economy and society development, we also have to stress the importance of culture. We have to be tolerant, and we have to respect the other country's culture. In China, we have a long history of civilization. We have very good traditions. And we have since long respected the diversity. This is one of the outstanding character of our Chinese civilization. We are also building up the modern civilization, which is intertwined closely with our traditional ones. First of all, the good traditions of China is the root and ground for the growth of the modern culture. Chinese civilization has never been stopped during its development. We have renewed our civilization day and day, and that is why today we can have such a great civilization. We are also very friendly with the foreign cultures. We have stressed the importance of mutual learning and communication. And this has helped to guarantee the continuity and also harmony of culture in the world. This is also one of the most important supports for the development of the modern culture. Secondly, the good traditions of China has also set the value basis for the modern culture. In our traditional culture, we can find the spirit of harmony between nature and human being, and also the kindness towards the others. We put the focus on the kindness, honesty, credibility, righteousness, harmony, and also the synergy among all. This has helped us to make a modernized version of our civilization. Thirdly, in the traditional Chinese culture, we can also find the impetus for building a modern one. We stick to the major principles of the Marxism adapted to the Chinese ground. In the meantime, it's also combined with the traditional Chinese culture. And today we are also renewing the traditional culture. We are bringing more nouveauties and also innovations into the traditional culture. This is how we can give a second life to the traditions and to strengthen the attractability of the traditional culture. Today, we have built a spiritual consensus which can encourage all of us, dear guests, dear friends. Chinese nation's modern culture is based on the traditional civilization of the country. During the passing down from generation to another, we are growing stronger. The traditional Chinese culture, during the process of modernization, has also realized an evolution of itself. This is a process of renewal of the civilization. Recently, President Xi has stressed during his visit in Zhejiang province that we have to stick to our positioning of the traditional culture and also respond to the call of the new times. And we have to develop new forms of Chinese culture. Our province of Shandong has a long history and a profound basis of culture. We have the conditions and the capability to illustrate the culture and shoulder our responsibilities. We will bear in mind the instructions of President Xi Jinping to work together with our friends at home and abroad to apply that world initiative of civilizations and also contribute our part to the prosperity of culture of the world. We will join our hands to contribute to the cultural prosperity. And culture is the basis of civilization. And Shandong province is one of the major birthplaces of the Chinese civilization and also the birthplace of the Confucianism. We will tap into our cultural potentials and move forward the renovation of the traditional Chinese culture, and we will bring into full play the socialist values and also form new cultures in the Chinese society. We'd like to work with all the other parties to enrich the content of Confucianism and also have the adaptation of Confucianism to today's era. We will also push forward comparisons between different cultures and enhance dialogues among cultures as well as the mutual learning. Like that, we can have a very harmonious coexistence of different cultures and also enrich the one. Modern culture is one of the basic roots for the modern development. Today, we have sufficient material resources, which is also a pillar for us to push forward the cultural development. Shandong province has an advanced economy. This has set a solid foundation for our cultural development. Today, we are pursuing a low-carbon green economic development. We are also renewing our impetuses for industrial development. We're developing digital economy, and we are also pursuing a strategic economic renovation. We'd like to work with all the other friends to accelerate industrial innovation, develop the renewable energies, digital economy, green economy, etc., and tap into new potentials of economy, find new pathways of economic development so that we can also make our growth more sustainable. We also would like to work with others to develop a modernized culture. Modernized civilization will not be limited only by indicators, but also we have to consider the index of happiness for the people. In recent years, we have made a huger part out of our budget to contribute to people's well-being. For example, we have many projects to improve people's well-being. People's sense of security and well-being has been strengthened. And we think that we have to build a harmonious society. So that's why we are willing to work with the others to take multiple measures to increase people's revenue and to deliver better public services and strengthen the social security net so that more people can enjoy a better life. We'd like to join our hands to build environmentally friendly modern civilization. A good environment is one of the important parts of the modern civilization. In Shandong province, we have beautiful lakes and mountains. The Tai Mountain is one of the first natural and cultural world heritage. We also have a coastline of more than 3,500 kilometers. Today, all these natural spots have become the highlights of our province. We will always put environmental protection at first of our agenda to pursue and modernize the development. We will restore the ecosystem and also facilitate the talent exchanges so that together we can ensure a very beautiful homeland for our people. We will also build a harmonious and tolerant culture. Opening and tolerant culture is the basic requirement. Shandong is at the front line for opening up of the country. We also have the pilot zones of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and we also have the airlines connected with other countries and more destination airports. Today, we have multiple strategies for the development. We also have many high-end platforms, for example, the Qingdao Leaders Summit, and we will make more new friends in the future and collaborate with all of them. Dear friends, in today's world, we are expecting more mutual learning from different cultures, and we would like to have more such exchanges. This Nishan Forum on World Civilization is one of the good examples. Let's join our hands, and with wisdom, sincere dialogue, we can bring into full play the values of human beings and contribute our voice and wisdom to the development of a community of a shared future for all. To conclude, I'd like to wish a big success to the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization. Thank you. Thank you very much, Party Secretary Mr. Lin Wu, for your speech. During the speech, Mr. Lin has stressed the connections between modern culture and the traditional culture of China. He has also made a call for everyone to work together and communicate more so that we can build the modern civilization together. I also hope that we can all make our own effort to the prosperity of the world civilization. Now we move to the second part of the agenda of the opening ceremony. Representative of the organizer, Vice Minister of the Publicity Department of the CPC, Minister of Culture and Tourism, as well as the President of the Organizing Committee of the Nishan Forum on World Civilization, Mr. Hu Heping. Sir, you have the floor. Honorable Mr. Shohrad Zakir, Vice Chairman of the MPC, Honorable Mr. Aidil Baisalov, Deputy Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan, Honorable Mr. Party Secretary Lin Wu, and Governor of Shandong, Mr. Zhou Naixiang, dear diplomats, ladies and gentlemen, in beautiful city of Nishan, we have this birthplace of one of the ancient cultures. It's a great pleasure for me to meet all of you in this beautiful moment of autumn season, together in the birthplace of Confucius in Shandong province for the opening ceremony of the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization. First of all, I'd like to congratulate on the opening of the Nishan Forum, and I also would like to send my greetings to all the friends coming from far. 2,500 years ago, the important thinker, politician, and teacher, Mr. Confucius, was born here. He has learned the 6 major skills and visited many countries and kingdoms. He has developed a new thinking of education. No discrimination against the students according to their background. And through thousands of years, this context of culture has been passed down. The spirit of Confucius, as well as the thoughts of the Confucianism, have contributed to the progress of Chinese civilization, as well as the world human civilization, with a big influence. In 2013, President Xi Jinping, during his visit in Qufu, has made an important speech. And that has set a solid foundation for the studies and the sharing of the Confucianism. Over the past 10 years, Shandong government as well as the party committee have shouldered the responsibility to adopt the measures to protect historical sites. And also they have cultivated the Nishan Forum on World Civilization as well as the Qufu Confucius Cultural Festival. Those are very important cultural brands today. This has also contributed to the mutual learning between Chinese and world cultures. The organization of the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization is one important step to interpret the instructions of President Xi Jinping into reality. It's also our way to apply the World Initiative on Civilization and to contribute our part to the development of community of shared future for mankind. It's also one of the important measures to pass down the good traditions and cultures to the other generation to come. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, with interconnections and also interactions, can we have the ripples in the river and also the sound of the rocks? Today, if we would like to have more sparkles of wisdom, we have to encourage the mutual learning among the civilizations. This time, the topic is the mutual learning of the human values and development of community of shared future for mankind. We also have to enhance mutual learning to confront with the modern challenges. This time, we have grouped together many experts. We think it will be a very fruitful event. I'd like to share with you 3 personal thoughts. First of all, we have to stick to the mission as the messenger of Chinese civilization over the past thousands of years. Good traditions of Chinese culture based on Confucianism is an important part of the world's history of civilization. This is also the soul of the Chinese civilization. In the meantime, it has contributed to the progress of world civilization. On our pathway forward, we have to strengthen our cultural confidence and strengthen mutual learning among civilizations. We have to do a better job in the interpretation of the ancient wisdom to make a full use of those documents and books, protect our cultural heritages, and pass forward the good traditions and cultures. Like that, we can have innovative development of traditional culture of China. And in today's world culture, we can also consolidate our positions. Second, we have to stick to the origins while making more innovations. We would all be witness of the cultural renovation. Each version of the culture can reflect the wisdom in different nations and countries. We have to respect the old traditions while changing with the time. We have a history of more than 5,000 years. Today, we have to combine it with the socialist values. Marxism and traditional Chinese cultures, they are intertwined and combined one with another. And today, they are incorporated one into the other. This is the foundation of our pathway. We have the capacity of bringing more changes to this culture. On our way forward, we have to stick to the fundamental role played by Marxism, and we have to adapt Marxism to the Chinese ground. We have to promote cultural development and integrated development of culture and tourism. In this new era, we have to shoulder our responsibility and build new forms of human civilization. Third, we have to be determined to be the practitioner of culture in the whole world. For human beings, we have differences in our skin colors and our languages. In the past, thanks to this diversity, we have embraced more mutual learning and mutual contribution and coexistence. Facing unprecedented challenges today, the diversified culture can give us more inspirations. In today's world, we have to carry out the World Initiative on Civilizations, respect the differences of different cultures, and also put the focus on the sharing and passing down of the cultures. We have the Silk Road Plan of Civilization, we have the Hello China Plan, as well as the Spring Festival program. We would like to be a better storyteller for the world to know China. We would like to make an advertisement of China to the world, to the people of the world. And together we can contribute our part to the development of community of shared future for mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, as is stressed by President Xi, to know today's China and to know today's Chinese people, we first of all have to know the context of the Chinese civilization, because we have to know the soil and the ground that have nourished the Chinese people first. So to know the Confucianism is an important way to get to know the spiritual world of the Chinese people. We sincerely hope that our guests, scholars, and experts present in our forum would make full use of this forum and contribute your wisdom. Like that, we can respect each other's civilization and we can build a shared future. For all the foreign friends, you are welcome to visit our beautiful country, especially our beautiful province of Shandong. You can savor the charm of Shandong province and get to know our country and build stronger friendly ties with Chinese people. We hope that we can have a long living to enjoy the beautiful moonlight. Very soon we're about to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival and also the National Day vacation. We wish you a happy gathering with your family members and a happy holiday. To conclude, I wish a successful event for our Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization. Thank you very much, Minister Hu Heping, for your excellent contribution. In the speech, Mr. Hu has said that we have to share the traditional Chinese culture and also carry out the World Initiative on Civilization. Under the guidance of the Publicity Department of the CPC, we will work harder to bring into full play the role of high-end platforms such as the Nishan Forum on World Civilizations. We will make sure that we renovate and bring forward the culture. Now we move to the third part. I'd like to invite Deputy Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan, Adil Basalov.
Honorable Deputy Chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress, Shavkat Zakir, Honorable Secretary of the Shandong Provincial Party Committee, Lin Gu, Honorable Minister Hu Heping, Chairman of the Organizing Committee, Honorable Governor Zhou Nayang, esteemed scholars, excellencies, dear friends. It is a great honor for me to be invited to address the opening ceremony of the Nishan Forum of World Civilizations. This year marks the 9th edition of the Nishan Forum, and we can already say with confidence that the forum has taken its rightful place in the calendar of important annual events with global significance. This forum serves the acute need for the whole humankind, represented by both theoretical scientists and academicians, as well as government administrators and diplomats, to come together to reflect on the state of the world, compare notes, and exchange ideas on how we can strengthen mutual understanding and international peace. All nations desire to live in peace and harmony. We look for ways to ensure paths to prosperity and security. In the age of globalization, we have all come to understand that all world civilizations are indeed united when it comes to the most basic human traits. We all value honesty, hard work, love for one's family, care for the community. What other place in the world than the birthplace of the greatest philosopher, Confucius, this ancient town of Qufu, that should serve as a convening center for all of us to come together. In our rapidly evolving world, the ancient wisdom of Confucius still holds profound significance. Born over 2 millennia ago, Confucius' teachings emphasize the importance of virtue, righteousness, and harmony in personal and societal relationships. As we navigate the complexities of modern technology, global communication, and cultural fusion, his principles continue to guide us towards balance and moral integrity. The teachings of Confucius emphasize the importance of proper relationships, humanness, and interconnectedness, and treating everyone with respect. One of the most famous classical lines of the Analects teach us, is it not a pleasure, having learned something, to try it out at due intervals? Is it not a joy to have friends come from afar? Dear friends, we all share today this ageless joy of connecting with each other from distant places and the virtue of patience and mutual understanding in interaction. In a society overwhelmed by information, Confucius' emphasis on reflection and self-improvement is more relevant than ever. His idea that real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance serves us as a reminder to remain every day. The recent breakthrough in artificial intelligence and the profound challenge of the climate change requires the whole humanity to gather our bearings and stand as one on the brink of unprecedented threats to our very survival. Confucius is not only the founder of one of the most important philosophical schools and religions, but also a person who left an incredible practical legacy in the fields of education, ethics, and governance. His thoughts and principles have had a deep and fundamental influence on the whole culture and values of China, this region, and indeed the whole world. This forum provides us with a unique opportunity to exchange views on how different cultures and nations can interact and collaborate in the interest of building a peaceful and prosperous future. Today, despite various global and regional upheavals, we have continued to jointly coordinate our actions and overcome difficulties in the spirit of good neighborliness, friendship, and cooperation. It is gratifying that the right decisions and thoughtful steps taken by China's leadership and Communist Party of China transformed history and achieved miracle of lifting more than a billion people out of deep poverty and built one of the most prosperous countries in today's world that has become the engine of global economy. We know that this is only beginning and look forward to being part of the Chinese century. Today's decisions by the leadership of China have a great significance on the global scale. In this context, I wanted to emphasize the importance and timeliness of the string of recent initiatives by His Excellency President Xi Jinping on global development, global security, and global civilization, which aim at joint efforts, respect for the diversity of civilizations, and collaboration for the sake of achieving universal prosperity and joint security. I can confidently say that Kyrgyzstan and China have managed to establish genuinely brotherly relationships and establish mutually beneficial cooperation in political, trade, economic, and cultural humanitarian spheres. In May this year, His Excellency President Sadir Japarov of Kyrgyzstan signed with His Excellency President Xi Jinping of People's Republic of China a historical agreement on comprehensive cooperation in the new era. Indeed, this document on strategic partnership made sure that our relations that had been already developing dynamically are now at the highest and closest level of bilateral interaction, both between the leadership of Kyrgyzstan and China, but also between our peoples. There are close, friendly, and brotherly relations and a high level of mutual trust. I would like to express my gratitude to the leadership of Shandong province for inviting our delegation to take part in the Ninth Nishan Forum. Yesterday, I had the honor of my life to be given a personal tour of the birthplace of the great sage Confucius. I believe that opportunities to visit and learn from each other, both from history but also current affairs, give us all a significant boost to the development of multifaceted cooperation between all of our countries. And for this, I'm very thankful. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, while the world we live today may seem distant from the age of Confucius, his teachings remain a beacon, guiding us towards a more compassionate, thoughtful, and harmonious society. The modern significance of Confucius is a testament to the timeless value of wisdom, reminding us that even in the age of innovation, the foundation of a better world lies in our shared human values. I thank once again the organizing committee for excellent preparation of the conference and wish all of us success in taking advantage of this opportunity to advance our learning. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deputy Prime Minister Adil Baisalov. His Excellency has mentioned during the speech that we have to strengthen the communication among different countries and civilizations for a better future of the mankind. We hope that through the Nishan Forum on World Civilizations, we can form a synergy to confront with the common challenges for humanity, and with the cultural dialogues, we can contribute to the development of world civilization. Now we'd like to move to the fourth activity. We will listen to Mr. Mahinda Abeyewardene, Speaker of the Sri Lankan Parliament, and Mr. Thomas Bach, President of IOC. We will listen to their video speech.
I go on. Excellencies, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I wish to convey my appreciation for the invitation extended by the Ninth Nishan Forum of World Civilization to address the 14th session of China Qufu Confucius Cultural Festival, being held in Shandong province, the hometown of the ancient Chinese educator, the educator Confucius. Sri Lanka and China enjoy warm and friendly relations for many centuries. The visit of Fahian, an eminent Chinese Buddhist monk of Eastern Jin dynasty to Sri Lanka, took place early as in the 5th century AD, and he visited Shandong province on his return journey from Sri Lanka. These historical relations, fostered by the thriving trade exchange along the maritime syndicate, are flourishing and led to far-reaching cooperation in cultural exchange. We share common Oriental cultural values, including elements of Buddhism and Confucianism, which are contemporary philosophies intertwined in our social fabric. These doctrines give civilization foundation, which instrumental to our spiritual and moral upbringing. The Confucian has influenced our civilization and the way of life. It is worthwhile discussing it in the present day context. In terms of ethical guiding, Confucianism provided a moral framework that emphasizes virtues like benevolence, social harmony, and righteousness. In a complex and interconnected world, these values are necessary to guide individuals and societies in making right decisions. Confucius also promotes social harmony and order through interaction and respect to tradition. In today's diverse and multicultural societies, these principles can help foster understanding and cooperation among different ethnicities and groups. On education and learning, the Confucianism places a strong emphasis in becoming aware of concepts and self-improvement and realization. In the modern age, education remains crucial to personal development and social progress, making Confucianism highly relevant even today. The significance of the Confucianism in family values. The focus on family and recognizing priorities of elders resonates with the importance of family ties and traditions in many cultures today, highlighting the role of relatives and enduring emotional support and understanding. Teaching of the Confucius is the cultural of self is a root of social order, and social order in is the basis for political stability and enduring peace. Moreover, the Confucius principles have influenced governance systems in different East Asian countries, guiding leadership of these territories in morality and well-being of their citizens. These ideas continue to impact political discussions and leadership with ethnic worldwide. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, building a community with moral values and interests will certainly pave the way to promote mutual understanding and to respect the diversity of civilizations through establishing close bonds among people. While Confucianism has adapted to a changing world, its core values and principles continue to offer insights and guidance for individuals and societies facing contemporary challenges. Before concluding, may I take this opportunity to recall with appreciation the excellent hospitality extended to me and my delegation during my visit to Shandong, China in August 2023, and important discussions I had with high-level dignitaries during my stay in Shandong for the enhancement of our relations and for the betterment of the citizens of both countries. I wish all the success for the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilizations, which is way forward for a better future for humanity. Thank you.
Dear participants of the Nishan Forum on World Civilizations, during my truly memorable visit to the ancient city of Qufu earlier this year, I learned about this quote from Confucius: will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. These words of wisdom left a deep impression on me because they illustrate how similar Confucian thought is to the Olympic motto: faster, higher, stronger, together. This was not the only similarity that I discovered between Confucian thought and Olympism. Confucius has also emphasized the importance of physical fitness and healthy living. Our founder, Pierre de Coubertin, sport was always linked to promoting the best of the human spirit: excellence, respect, solidarity, and peace. When he revived the Olympic Games, he saw it as a way to build bridges and foster understanding between all nations and all people of the world. The Nishan Forum shares this objective, deepening understanding among the civilizations of the world through respectful dialogue and exchange, building on the ancient wisdom of Confucius. And who knows, maybe you will discover even more similarities between Confucian thought and Olympism during the course of your discussions. If so, please let me know. In this shared spirit of always opening the door to dialogue and understanding, I wish you fruitful discussions and every success for this Nishan Forum. All the best.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mahinda Abe Wadana and Mr. Thomas Bach for your high attention attached to the Nishan Forum and also your expectation for the illustration of shared human values. We like to join our hands to confront with the shared challenges for building a better world. Now we move to the fifth part of the agenda. We will read the written speech of Madam Liu Yandong, President of the International Confucian Association and former Vice Premier of China. We'd like to invite the Executive Vice President of the International Confucian Association, Mr. Ding Weixuan, to read the speech. Your Excellencies, dear guests, upon the request of President Liu Yandong of our association, now I'd like to read her speech. To bring into full play the shared values and build a community of shared future for all. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The hometown of Confucius has a long history. Today we are joining the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization, together with friends coming from different regions of the world. I myself, on behalf of the International Confucian Association, I'd like to extend the warmest welcome to all the new friends and old friends coming to this forum. This forum is making the sharing of human values as well as the development of community of shared future for mankind as its theme. Currently, the world situation is changing rapidly. The world economy recovery is very slow. Ecosystem is degrading, and the Cold War mentality is coming back. Humanity is facing with unprecedented challenges. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the suggestion of President Xi Jinping on the development of community of shared future for all. The famous questions launched by President Xi, what's wrong with the world and what we should do. We should always bear in mind those important questions. And President Xi has pointed out the future direction to follow for all of us. China has the other countries in the world have contributed to the community of shared future for mankind. Peace and development, justice, righteousness, democracy, and freedom are values shared by all mankind in the whole world. This year marks also the 10th anniversary of the visit to Qufu by Mr. President Xi Jinping and his famous speech about the World Civilization Initiative. Between Chinese civilization and world civilizations, there are more interactions today. And according to the World Initiative on Civilization, we have to encourage more shared values and also mutual learning. We have to share our civilizations, pass them down from one generation to another, and promote the progress of the world civilizations. And for that, we have to propose a Chinese solution. From the ancient book, it is said that we have our own ways of development, and one is not contradictory to another. And harmony is also the new propelling force for the world's development. Today, we are confronted with unprecedented problems in the international arena. To solve the problems, we have to share our good traditions and cultures so that we can contribute to the international world progress and inject new vitality into that process of development. Here, I'd like to share with you some personal thoughts. First of all, we have to adhere to the spirit of tolerance and peaceful coexistence so we can tide over the ups and downs together. In the long history of human development, all nations in the world have developed their own cultures with unique features. In the process of human development, all cultures and civilizations have played their own roles. So we have to cherish all of them because they are treasures of humankind. Today, we are on the same boat of fate and destiny, and we have to tide over ups and downs towards a brighter future. That's why we have to stay harmoniously on the same boat and help each other. And we have to use the best part of our cultures to nourish all the nations. We have to carry out dialogues based on equality and mutual learning. Through exchanges, communications, and mutual learning, we can increase our understanding on different cultures. We have to set aside the discrimination and prejudice. Like that, we can join our hands and form the largest synergy, respect each other's culture, and contribute to the civilization prosperity. Second, stick to the multilateralism and help one another. Today, we have to build a community of a shared future for mankind. In today's world, among nations, there is a stronger degree of interdependence. We live in the same village of Earth. More than ever, we are intertwined. We are already a community of a shared future, according to a traditional saying in China. All the different roads lead to the same destination. That's why we have to safeguard the peace, integrity, justice, and peace in the world. We have to help each other, work together, and share the results of our work. We have to use the Oriental wisdom, strengthen our mutual confidence, seek common grounds, respect each other's differences, and cherish our friendly ties so that we can move forward the modernization of the world and we can build a beautiful garden of the flowers of different cultures. And third, we have to enlarge the channels of communication and cultivate platforms to enable world communications on culture. When we look back into the history, we can find that it's the tolerance and respect that have contributed to the diversity of cultures. On the ancient Silk Road, we have witnessed very good examples of cultural communication. Afterwards, we have witnessed the Industrial Revolution. Everywhere in the whole world, we have good examples of mutual sharing of civilizations. The history of human development is also a history of coexistence and co-development of world cultures. We have to adopt a long-term perspective to enhance mutual understanding and mutual learning among people and cultures. We have to put the seed of friendship into the ground. For International Confucian Association, we have experts coming from 85 countries. We are an NGO with our position in the UN. The permanent site of our association is in China. We are dedicated to mutual learning of cultures. In recent years, our association has carried out projects to help the young generations of scholars. We have organized the camps and visits for the young scholars. We have also created new platforms for the mutual learning. We'd like to join hands with more talents to build up the bridges to facilitate mutual understanding among different people, and also construct high-end platforms for cultural sharing. We also would like to be the messenger and ambassador of cultures to promote world cultural development and also to promote the shared values of the world. Like that, we can contribute our part to the world cultural development. Ladies and gentlemen, Shandong province is one of the important birthplaces of Chinese culture and civilization, and also the birthplace of Confucianism. Shandong province has worked very hard to promote the innovation of traditional Chinese culture. And they have also introduced traditional Chinese culture to the rest of the world. The rivers are running endlessly. The ancient wisdom is also flowing towards the current world. Different cultures are coming together to write a new chapter of the civilization of the world. The story belonging to Nishan and to the world is about to have another new chapter written. We'd like to wish a big success to the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization, Liu Yandong, President of the International Confucian Association. Thank you, Madam Liu Yandong and Ding Weixuan, Executive Vice President of the International Confucian Association. In a speech, Madam Liu Yandong has pointed out we have to strengthen international cultural dialogue and bring into full play the whole core values of humanity, build community of a shared future for mankind, and we have to contribute to that community building. And we have to facilitate the mutual learning and sharing of world cultures and civilizations. Now we move to the sixth part of our opening ceremony. We'd like to invite Mr. Shokrat Zakia, Vice Chairman of the NPC, to deliver a speech and also to declare the opening of the Nishan Forum on World Civilization. Honorable guests, dear experts, scholars, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good morning to all of you. Today, friends coming from afar of the rest of the world have come to Qufu City of Shandong province, the birthplace of Confucius, to attend the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization and to focus on the shared values of mankind and community of shared future for mankind, to facilitate mutual learning of civilizations and to tackle the shared challenges in the whole world. We will have dialogues, communications, and exchanges. Here, on behalf of the organizing committee, I'd like to congratulate on the opening of the Nishan Forum on World Civilization. For all the friends, colleagues, experts, and scholars attending this forum, I'd like to extend the warmest greetings to all of you. The big way is lying in the justice of the world. We only have one planet of Earth. We're living in the same world. We have the same focus of attention. We all wish for the peace and development of the world. And we hope that we can sail through the ups and downs in the same boat. We look forward to a beautiful garden of diversified flowers and vegetation. On the 15th of March this year, President Xi Jinping has mentioned that we have to apply the World Initiative of Civilizations. We have to respect the diversity of world civilizations, and we have to illustrate the core values of human beings while stressing the importance of innovation of cultures. We have to strengthen international cooperation of culture and civilization. The World Initiative of Civilizations has been proposed after the World Initiative on Security and on Development. Again, this is another public product proposed by China to the rest of the world. It's an important pillar to build a community of shared future for mankind, and is also a future direction for our development. It has also set the route for the Nishan Forum on World Civilization. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, today's world is facing with unprecedented challenges unseen in a century. To tackle the problems, we have to use material resources. In the meantime, we also have to rely on the mental forces, the spiritual support. Equal mutual learning among civilizations would help humankind to tackle the challenges. Chinese civilization has a long history and also enriched content. It has continuity and pioneer spirit, as well as the uniformity and the tolerance, and also the pursuit for peace. This is the unique character of the Chinese civilization. As always, we seek for harmony and peace. With ethical order, we would like to have a harmonious society. All people are our brothers and sisters. We should not do unto others what we do not want done to ourselves. We have to bring benefits to the others. All the beings in the nature, they are growing without hurting the others. All those aphorisms as well as words of wisdoms are known by all Chinese people. Today, more foreign friends get to know the Chinese culture and civilization, and they are amazed by the traditional Chinese wisdom, and they get to know the spirit of the tolerance of the Chinese society. China will always stick to the right side of history in a firmly manner. We will contribute to the world order safeguarding. Shandong province is one of the important birthplaces of the traditional Chinese culture and the birthplace of the Confucianism. It's a fertile ground for cultural development. In 2013, during his visit in Shandong province, President Xi has mentioned in Qufu City that we have to share the high-quality traditional Chinese culture with more people. Over the past 1 decade, Shandong province has carried forward the instructions of President Xi Jinping, innovates the culture, transformed the traditional Chinese culture with a series of measures and the fruitful results. In this land of Confucius, we are striving for the rejuvenation of Chinese culture and civilization. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, the best way to memorize the history is to create a new chapter in the history. And the greatest version of respect to humanity is create new forms of civilization. Currently, under the strong leadership of the CPC, Chinese people are pushing forward the national rejuvenation and also a modernized country. Modernization with Chinese characteristics has created new form of humanity and solved the common problems of human being. We have contributed our wisdom and created new opportunities for the world human development. We stick to the attitude of openness and harmony. We promote an open and harmonious development. Today, the opening of the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization is one good example. We have to respect the diversity of human civilizations in the world. And we have to strive for the harmonious coexistence of different cultures in the world. Diversity and differences should be a propelling force for future progress. Like that, we can set a cultural foundation for the community of shared future for mankind. We have to safeguard the progress of world culture, tap into our own cultural potentials, and work for the perpetual cultural results. We have to make our culture more tolerant and bring into full play the core values of human beings. All the good achievements should be well protected, and we have to form the largest form of synergy and create a better world. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, we have a huge responsibility on our shoulders. There is a long way to go to build the prosperity of world civilizations. That's why we have to make continuous efforts towards that purpose. We are deeply convinced that if we stick to the spirit of dialogue, tolerance, mutual learning, and harmony, then we can break down all the barriers with culture's force. And with mutual learning of cultures, we can overcome the problem of cultural conflicts. And then we can have a clear roadmap. And we can be closer friends. We can have more diversified forms of civilizations. And our future can be brighter. Now, upon the request, I'd like to declare the Ninth Nishan Forum for World Civilization open. I'd like to congratulate on the grand opening of the Ninth Nishan Forum on World Civilization, and also thank Mr. Shohrad Zakia, Vice Chairman of the NPC. In his speech, he has mentioned the significance of the World Initiative on Civilizations proposed by President Xi Jinping. He has also pointed out the role played by Shandong province in the innovation and transformation of traditional culture. He has also pointed out that we have to respect the diversity of human civilizations, strengthen the degree of tolerance to build a better future for mankind. We will put the instructions into reality and illustrate the core values of humankind with the efforts of Shandong Province. Thank you very much. That is the end of the first part of our opening ceremony. Now let's move to the second part.